Hello, everyone. Today, I decided to give you a little introduction about the video I'm about to share with you because I think this video is an excellent example of how the wheels of reincarnation work and how sometimes we think, or most of the time, we think we're victims of others, victims of the universe. And the truth is that it is just a consequence of our previous actions or something that our soul chose to experience in this life. So let me explain what happened here with this client. This young client came for a session because she was experiencing depression, anxiety. Every time she was out on the streets or going out of the house, she felt like she had to be on guard because something was about to happen or something could happen to her. One of the things that she experienced from almost as soon as she was born was the abandonment from her mother. And what happened is that the mother also went through a difficult situation and had to leave the house. So they grew up. She grew up kind of away or a little bit disconnected from the mother, and that generated some kind of confusion and resentment. When she grew up, it was time for her to leave the house. I'm talking about my client, right? So the mother left the house. The mother got pregnant when she was basically a teenager. And now when my client grew up, she was about, well, had to leave the house and do her own life. But due to circumstances of life, she ended up back in the house with her grandpa. Her mother, who also had circumstances in her life, went back to the house with her father. So the grandpa, the mother, and her at this moment are in the same house. What she discovered during the sessions, number one, as she went back to the time in the womb, she understood, a lot of the things that she's experiencing now. In my previous videos, I have explained how when we are born, we recreate our mother's emotional state of when she was pregnant with us. And this is exactly what was happening to her. Her mother went through a lot of issues while she was pregnant, and she was feeling that. One of the things that she said during her time in the womb, when I actually took her back before she got into the womb to understand why she had chosen the mother, she said, there is something pending, something that we need to do. We have been together before. So after the womb, you'll see how I take her to the life where they were together to understand what happened. You'll see what happened in that life. Who is the grandfather now was the mother's partner, husband in that life. And who is my client now was that woman's son. Something happened. I don't want to spoil this video for you. Something happened between them. And this is the reason, according to my understanding, why they are here together now to work on forgiveness. Too much coincidence that being able to be anywhere in the world, they're back in the same house. They are forced to be together to work on something. Once my client experienced this session, she was surprised by the information that she got, but I'm sure that now, whenever she looks at her mother, she looks at it and looks at her in a different way, and she's able now to understand why she was acting that way. And the truth is that she was never abandoned. The mother was just running away because at the subconscious level, she knew that something had happened with this man, and she was just trying to run away. We're no victims. As I say, we're no victims. There are no victims in this world. We're living the consequences of previous actions, good or bad, and we're living the lessons, we're facing the lessons that we plan ourselves before being born in this life. When we choose to become a victim or feel like a victim, we're basically giving our power to someone else. Number one. Number two, we're trapped in that experience. Number three, for that experience, is our soul doesn't understand time. That experience is still happening. So we're getting the symptoms. We're feeling everything the same way we felt when that took place. And the experience that this young client went through in her session explains what I'm trying to tell you. I hope you find this video useful. I always try to share videos that can give some more light to you and understand the situations you're going through in your life. I wish I could share as many sessions as I used to share before, but since my technique and the style has changed, I am receiving clients with that have really dramatic sessions and private sessions. So this is why I am not allowed to share. I'm just sharing in this case, with my client's permission, the time in the womb and the past life associated to the issue they're experiencing now. One thing that you will not able to see because her face is pixelated to protect her privacy is that when she came out of the trance, she was in tears because she realized what really happened. And as I was talking to her about her mother, she realized that she was never abandoned. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, bye. And one, you're there now. I want you to be in this memory. I remember if it is day or night. You are inside or outside. In this memory, see day or night. Whatever comes to your mind.
I think it's night.
It's night. Very good. Now what is happening? Yes. Yes. Continue a little bit more. What is happening?
I think I'm enclosed somewhere.
I'm enclosed somewhere. Very good. And how old are you there? If you know.
Really young.
Really young. Mm-hmm. Now I want you to pay attention. What is happening as you're enclosed in this place? How do you feel?
Sad.
Sad. So feel that sadness, even with more intensity now. And if you know, even if you think you're making it up, why have you been, why are you enclosed in this place? What have you done, if you know?
I hear my mom crying.
Continue. Continue.
It's really tight in this space.
In this space, I see. I want you to listen. I want you to see if you can hear heartbeats where you are.
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear her heartbeat.
Very good. So at this moment, you are in your mother's womb. And at this moment that you are in her womb, you're connected to her. You can feel what she feels. You can think what she thinks. What is your mother feeling at this time? She's crying, right?
Yes.
Yes, I am going to count from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, I want you to tell me or repeat the first few words that come from your mother explaining why she's crying. 3, 2, 1. What is what is making your mother cry?
My grandpa,
Yes,
he's not treating her well.
I see. What is your grandpa saying to her? Just listen to what your grandpa is saying to her.
He doesn't want he doesn't want her around
Uh, how does that?
because
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't want her to influence her little sisters.
See. And how does that make you feel when your grandpa is saying those things?
Makes me sad, and I don't want to be there.
You don't want to be where? In the womb or in the house?
In the womb.
Very good. So now we'll count from 3 to 1. And I want you to move to the next significant event during your time in your mother's womb. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now. What is happening now? What, what is happening with your
She's
mother?
she's in pain.
Mhm. Yes, what is making her feel that pain? What is happening?
I'm trying to get out.
I am trying to get out. Before you get out, I need to ask you one question. Up to here, what has been the most difficult moment during your time in your mother's womb?
Hearing her cries.
That's the moment.
She's
Go ahead.
she's heartbroken. I'm heartbroken too because she's
Mhm.
so sad, and I don't want to I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to cause her any pain. I don't think that it's good for me to come,
All right.
but maybe it's good for her.
Yes. Now I am going to count from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, I want you to go back to the moment before you entered your mother's womb, the moment you're choosing your mother and your father and the family where you're going to be born. 3, 2, 1. Out of the body now. And this is the moment you're deciding to come into this family? What is making you choose this mother this time?
I had been with her before,
Yeah,
and it's still something that needs to be done.
that needs to be done. Very good. So understanding that now, once again, going to count from three to one. When I get to one, I want you to move to the moment your mother is having the contractions and you're trying to get out. Three, two, and one. You are there now. As your mother is feeling the contractions, what are you feeling?
My throat is closing.
It's closing. What is making your throat to close?
Pressure.
The pressure. Hmm. So want you to, as your mother is pushing, start coming up. And I want you to feel your head, feel the throat, your shoulders coming out. It, this is natural birth, right? Yes. So coming out as your mother is pushing, as she is in pain, and as you're coming out, I want you to pay attention to everything that is happening outside. What your mother is saying, what the doctors are saying. Continue. What is happening?
She's telling them that she's in much that they aren't listening to her.
She's saying that she's in pain, but they're not listening to her. How is that making you feel?
It hurts.
It hurts, yes. So keep coming out. Get to the moment. You come out. What happens now as you're out? Pay attention to everything happening around you.
It's cold
It's cold, yes.
and bright.
Yes, continue. What does your mother do once you're out?
She has tears.
Yeah. Are those tears of happiness or sadness?
Both.
Both. And how does that make you feel? Knowing that your mom is also sad as you're being born.
Makes me feel sad.
What has been the most difficult moment of your birth?
Hearing her cry and no one's listening to her.
And now let me ask you a question. Of all of these emotions that you have felt in the womb, the sadness, the tears, the pain, which of these belongs to you and which ones to your mom?
All of it belongs to her.
All of it belongs to her. And you got those emotions and you made them yours. So now I want you to talk to your mom. Has your mom been able to hold you in her arms? As you were born, as soon as you were born?
No.
No, so I want you to ask her to give you her energy, her feminine energy that belongs to you, that is yours, that you deserve it. Her motherly energy. Ask her to give it to you now. Talk to her. And say it out loud. Says, Mom, give me my energy now. It is mine and I need it.
Mom, give me my energy now. It's mine,
That's it.
and I really need it.
Very good. And I want you to bring that energy back to your soul. And I want you to talk to her. Yes, tell her that, yes, Mom, you're my mother. I will always love you. But today, I need to give you all of those emotions that I made mine while I was in the womb. Your sadness, your tear, your pain, the judgment, these words from my grandfather. All of this belongs to you. And today, I need to give you all of this back. Talk to her.
Mom, you know that I love you, and I always will. But your pain, your tears, your sadness, your anger, his words, they were not meant for me.
Yes.
I have to give all of that back to you
Right.
because they're not mine.
I don't need to be sad. I don't need to feel guilty. I don't need to feel like I don't want to be here. I don't need to be exhausted. All of this is yours, and I'm giving this back to you today. Tell her that.
I don't want to be sad. I don't want to feel guilty for being here.
Very good.
I just want to be happy and free from the energy that you gave to me.
Yes.
I just want to be free from all of it and live my happy, peaceful life the way that is best for me and supports me to my highest good. It's like I can grow. I don't have to come back here.
Very good. So now I want you to find your umbilical cord, and in a moment, and even before doing that, I want you to talk to the doctors and the nurses that didn't believe that your mom was in pain. What would you like to tell them?
That they should be listening to her, and they're being biased because she's young
Yes.
and she's black, but she's human and she deserves
That's it.
and it's not okay for them to be treating her like this.
Yes.
She's in a lot of pain, and it's their job to help her.
Very good. You're telling me, you idiot, you allowed my mom to be in pain, and I was feeling the same pain. So you hurt us both. And now I want you to talk to your grandpa. What would you like to tell your grandpa After all the things that he said to your mom while she was pregnant with you. Tell her grandpa how he made your mom feel and made you feel.
He made my mom feel so much pain. She was a happy kid, and you were unsupportive of her. All she needed was your support, and you turned your back on her.
You,
You being upset, you being upset about her getting pregnant isn't her pain. You're more concerned about image than
yes.
your own daughter.
And your granddaughter. I was inside feeling all of that too. You told him that.
And I felt all of that pain, all of it, and it hurt me so bad, even when I came out. You weren't there. Even as a kid, you were controlling, but you have the wrong person. Your hurt and anger shouldn't be towards me. I was a blank slate, not something for you to control. I have my own thoughts, feelings, beliefs. I can be so bright. I don't need you to hold me back.
Okay. So now I am going to count from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, I want you to go back to that life where you were with who is your mother now, to understand what is pending. If your guide allows you to have that information, if the light allows. As I count from 3 to 1, I want you to go back to that moment where you were together before. 3, 2, the moment this all starts between you and who is your mom now. And 1, you're there now. If you know, even if you think you're making it up, how does this start between you and your mother?
There's a white fence,
Mm-hmm.
a clothesline with sheets.
I want you to look down to your feet. What are you wearing?
I'm barefoot.
Barefoot. That's the body male or female?
Male.
Male. Look at your skin. What color is it?
Black.
Black. Young, middle age, or old?
Young.
Young. Continue. What is happening?
We're doing laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is yelling, and I'm trying to protect her.
Someone is yelling at whom?
My mom.
At your mom?
Yes.
Yes. Continue.
He is yelling. He's very angry at her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to protect her.
You are trying to protect her. Yeah. So I want you to look at your mother in the eyes. Remember that the eyes are the windows of the soul. Are those eyes present in your life now, in Monet's life?
Yes.
Who has those eyes?
My mom.
Mm-hmm. Very good. You're trying to protect your mother. And what happens next?
He keeps getting closer. He's very loud.
Yes. Yes. Continue.
He's telling her that she talks too much and she's making him look bad.
Yes. And who is this man? What is the relationship with your mother?
Her partner, her
Yeah.
husband.
Look at him in the eyes. Are those eyes present in your life now? That's Monet.
My grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Continue. What is happening?
He's seems drunk.
Drunk, yes. Continue.
Like he's stumbling and towering over us.
Yes.
She's scared, but trying to stay strong.
Continue. A little bit more.
She's standing her ground, and I'm holding on to her.
Yes. Continue. What happens next?
He's saying that he worked hard and put them into this nice house, and she has the nerve to embarrass him.
How does that make you feel, what he's saying?
It makes me feel like his love isn't genuine.
Mhm. But move forward a little bit more. What happens next?
I hear a woman,
Yes.
but she's not there.
Yeah. And where is she?
She's
Yes.
protecting us, trying to put our minds at ease.
Yes. There. What happens next? A little bit more. Continue.
She's telling me that we shouldn't pay him no mind. He's just being loud.
Okay. Forward a little bit more. See what happens.
He stops. He stops yelling.
Like that. I will count from 3 to 1. When I get to 1, I want you to move to the next significant event. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now. Yes.
And by a fire with a tribe,
Can you repeat? Where are you now?
with a tribe,
With your tribe. Now,
there
I want you to go back to this life where you have your mother and having an argument with her partner. I want you to stay in that life. What happens next? How does what happens next between your mother and the partner?
they're yelling on the front lawn.
Yeah.
There's a bat.
Yes.
There's people there.
What is happening?
He's hurting her.
What is he using to hurt her?
His hands in the back.
His hands in the back. Continue. What happens next?
There's police.
Yes.
My brother's with me.
Continue.
We're holding hands. My mom is crying.
Yes.
She's all bloody.
How does that make you feel when you see your mom like that?
Scared.
Yeah. So continue. What happens next?
We're at home now. My parents, she's wearing a jean jacket and
Yeah.
jean pants, and her eyes are swollen.
Stolen. So up to here, what has been the most difficult moment of that experience?
Seeing someone hurt her.
Upset. What is this making you do in your life now?
I'm always on guard.
Mm-hmm.
My body feels tight, and I'm not purposely doing it.
And what does that prevent you from doing?
Prevents me from being more outspoken, makes me timid. I always feel like I have to protect myself.
There we go. And now I'm going to count from 3 to 1. I want you to move forward to the next significant event in that life. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now.
He's hurting her.
Yeah.
She can't breathe.
Continue.
He's on her chest.
Yes.
He snaps her neck.
What happens to her?
She died.
Are you watching that as it happens?
I'm not in the room.
And where are you?
Laying down
Yes.
by myself.
By yourself. I want you to move to the last minute of your life. How does it end?
I'm drowning.
You're drowning. Is this an accident?
No,
What is happening?
I chose to jump.
Yes, continue.
And I'm choking. I can't breathe.
Continue. Allow your body to feel everything that is happening. Continue.
It's cold and I can't get out of the water.
Yes,
It's dark.
a little bit more. Continue.
My throat feels tight and there's nothing left.
Nothing left. Continue. What happens next?
Sinking. And I stop breathing.
Yes, and allow your body to die there. Up to here, what has been the most difficult moment of that experience?
Seeing him be so violent towards my mom.
Through. What is this making you do?
I've been dealing with depression my entire life,
Mm-hmm.
struggling to stay alive, feeling like I can't breathe sometimes. I gag a lot.
What does that prevent you from doing in your life?
Prevents me from being happy and healthier because when I gag, I feel like I'm in danger.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm
I
going to go ahead.
can't swallow pills.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going?
There we go. So now allow your body to die. And I want you to contemplate that dead body, understanding that with the death of that body, that experience is over forever. And none of this belongs to you anymore. Now that you are out of the body, I want you to talk to this man that killed you. What would you like to tell him?
I would like to tell him that he shouldn't have been so angry.
Yes. I want you to ask him to give you your energy back, the energy he took from you when he killed you.
Give me back the energy that you took from me when you killed me.
Once you already get your energy back and bring it back to your soul. What do you think you had to learn in that life?
I need to live for me.
Do you learn that lesson?
No,
Now, as you come back as Monet, what situations are you going to choose in the life to learn that lesson that you couldn't learn in the life of this young man?
just live for me and not be concerned about outside opinions.
There we go. You said there was something pending between you and your mom that you brought to this life. And that man who killed both of you is back in this life as your grandpa now. What is pending? What is it that you guys need to work on? If you know.
He has the wrong person.
What do you mean?
He's upset because of something. It doesn't have anything to do with us.
Yes. So what do you think you need to work, the three of you need to work on in this life to solve this issue that is pending?
Let go.
Let go. Forgiveness. Have you forgiven him for killing your body in that life? Have you ever forgiven him for killing your mother's body in that life? He killed the body. He didn't kill your spirit. And the proof is that you're back together. Have you forgiven him?
No.
No, we don't forgive. We decide to become victims. And we decide to get trapped in those events. So we don't feel that that event is over, that event is still happening. Are you ready to forgive now?
Yes, I want to be free.
Yes, so forgive now and let go. Have compassion for him, for his issues, being so angry for a few lives already. And once you're ready, just get your energy from that body and take your soul to the light, getting away from that body, getting away from that life, taking your soul to rest now. I want you to go back to this beach that you like so much. We need to walk in the sand, hear the ocean, the waves, the wind. And in a moment, I am going to count from 1 to 5. As I count, you're going to start going up the stairs again because you're going to return. 1, start coming up, feeling wonderful, refreshed with your new energy and purpose now. 2, disconnect feelings, emotions, and thoughts that do not serve your purpose anymore. 3, keep coming back from now on. You will not feel depressed. You will not feel anxious. That belongs to a different body, not to this one. From now on, you don't feel tense and you're able to swallow because you have no water in your lungs anymore. That belongs to a different body. From now on, you will not feel abandoned. Your mother never abandoned you. Your mother remembered, her soul remembered what this man had done to her in that life. And she was just trying to run away. How can you blame her for that? Understanding that now the reason why you are together is to support each other so you can helping her, protecting her, and forgive this man that treated both of you that way in that life. I have compassion for him, for all of his rage and all of this anger that he has. This is not about you, it's about him. For keep coming back. Every night you put your head on the pillow, you will sleep peacefully until the next day. When you wake up in the morning, you will feel rested, refreshed, super happy, ready to start your life, ready to start going out without thinking that something is going to happen, because nothing is going to happen. You're going to live your life without influence, without sadness. You're free now, ready to come back. 5. Open your eyes now, little by little. Welcome back. Do you remember everything you talked about?
Yes.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
Be grateful because your guides allow you to get that information from that life, understanding. And I was reading a book this morning before the session. This book, and part of the book said, wisdom is a combination of knowledge and love. And when you have love, you have compassion. So wisdom is what is going to heal you. And that compassion is not knowing what happened, but now have compassion about it, have love about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we judge people, right? But we don't know that that body that we see in front of us has a soul inside, and that soul has experiences from previous lives that will bring traumas and unfinished business from life to life. That's what your mother brought this time. Imagine how difficult might have been for her to grow up in a house where the man that killed her in a past life is the father now. Where the man that killed her in a past life, at the subconscious level, they knew he was treating her the same way he treated her in that life, where you were her son. This gives information so that you can understand your mother from a different point of view now. And you said it, we have something pending. What is it that you have pending, the two of you? We're not victims here. Nobody's a victim. We live the consequences of what we have done before in previous lives, good or bad, and the lessons that we chose ourselves. When we decide to feel like victims, we're giving our power to others. We're getting trapped in that event, and we get symptoms, the sadness, the depression, that stuff. But this is over now. I will stop the recording Today is June 8th, 2023. This is a private session, of course, but I was going to ask you if just the regression to the womb and the past life, if you would allow me to share only that portion of my YouTube channel, because I think people can learn from that, how it doesn't end with the death of sometimes the issues that we have in this life come from other lives. Right? If you want, otherwise everything is just private.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. So I will just say that just two sections because everything else is private. Okay.
Okay.
Let me stop the recording. Again, today is June 8th, 2023.